Hey everyone, welcome back to another Dr. Twisted's Toy Time. It is that time where I do my toy room walkthrough. I got my art studio and my toy side. And there's also a room in the back and a room up, not really a room, but an area up here. A little bit about me. I've been collecting toys since I was 4 years old when my parents bought me my first Star Wars toys for Christmas. And I think I quit once when I was 17 for less than a year. And then it was kind of slow. I mean, the Aliens and Predator toys like that Kenner put out, that's what brought me back into collecting. And then I've been like hardcore ever since. But that age of 17, I was slowed down. I was more into skateboarding and just partying and stuff of that nature. But yeah, that is a little bit about me and how I started collecting toys. Now let's get on to the collection. I don't know if this might be a two-parter depending on how much battery my phone has and lasts, but this will definitely be part one, and I will go as long as I can, and then if it stops, then it stops, and I will do another one later. So let's get started. Okay, first you see here, this is the door that I walk in on. I got some Star Wars stickers this weekend out on the thrift store hunt, so I started putting them on here, and I put some on my walls and a couple down here over there, and there's some in my bathroom. There's some everywhere. But yeah, one thing about this, I like stickers, so stickers will be all over the walls. I still have a bunch of stickers to put everywhere, but I don't have them all yet. I got my Misfits picture. Actually, that's like a frame from I think it's Crimson Death crime drama show from way back. It's the character of the Misfits modeled their mascot after. I think this is a grave digger matchbox playset piece. I just really liked it, so I grabbed it from a thrift store. This is a puppet that I got this weekend. Up top here is mostly Chap May, but there is this Gourmetes playset here. I got some Beast Raiders, a bunch of different Chap Mays, I think Darkness Warriors. There's a Bigfoot back there. A couple of the big gargoyle type creatures. The skull place, two skull play sets. I think that one's Beast Raiders and that one's some pirate adventures. Get some close-ups of some of these other ones. These guys here came in like a 5-pack, and it came with this wolf guy. And they're just kind of spread out. I didn't put them in any real like collection order. I just set them up here. I got a bunch of my little goat characters. I love goats. There's a wizard and another like wizard area right here. Sorcerer and wizard. I think that's a Power Rangers guy back there and back there as well. There's like a little gargoyle dog. Another one of the characters that came in that 5-pack. I think this guy here, I think it's called like Cyber Warriors or Space Warriors or something. Chat May line. You never know because there's so many different, they redo the molds in so many different sets. You never know a lot of them, like the Beast Raiders and stuff, I know were Beast Raiders because I took them off card and everything, but a lot of them have been reused over and over again. I love these like orcs here, like red and green orcs. I don't know if I have all of them. I think there are 4 each in the set. There's some different ones up here from all different eras. A couple of 2-headed wolf steeds. I love those things. The donkey and vintage lion and bull. I can't remember. I think that little like truck car is from like a LOL Dolls or something, but has graffiti and like video games and stuff on it, and I thought it would look cool to display with my TMNT figures, but I ended up putting it up here and using it for my Chat May. Alright, and you move down, you got some spirit figures. I think this is a Disney Happy Meal piece, and like a little figure came inside of it. I just love translucent stuff though. There's some Chat May ninjas. I think that one might be glow in the dark. And then these 2 regular color ones, but this one has like a different helmet that I just thought looked cool on it. Some of these dollar store ninjas. On top of my AC heater unit. Here's some straggler dinosaurs and the other guy that was in that 5-pack. Some sheep, some insects, and some other animals. It's like some of these are doubles that I just got recently. I didn't have a place on my dino shelf to put them. This extreme dinosaur and a big version of that vintage bull. Down here is one of my favorite cabinets. You got a Slee Stack bank. You got the Crusher back here. Back there you got the Kraken. And sorry about the glare, but the lighting is not that good in this area. I need to get some better lighting over here. So I need the light on my phone. Back there you got the Independence Day giant alien. You got a couple of the Thing characters down here. This Chat May giant orc, 4-armed orc. This is from, what is that? Willow. Yeah, it's like the dragon in Willow. You get a couple knockoff Rocks, Bugs, and Things characters from Mexico down here. This is from a Super Trooper from G.I. Joe from the 70s. I love this thing. He's got a baby in his mouth. This is Dave Grohlman Killer Croc. I got that on Amazon when it was like $9 on clearance, and now they're like $70, I think. I'm not sure what this thing is. I just thought it looked cool. I find a lot of stuff at thrift stores, so if I think it looks neat and fits my collection, I pick it up. These are Battle Brawlers. There's only 2 in the line. This guy here and this gray guy back here. They are amazing figures. I used to have them mint on card, but we moved several times and I had to sell a bunch of stuff. And I'm a loose collector for the most part. Here's this giant, or not giant, but it's a killer tree. I believe that's from Chat May. And I believe I got that from my buddy Count Stankus. Or Warduke, whatever he's calling himself. Brian. And then most of these back here are my Inhumanoids. I've got the 3 trees. I got the humans, but I'm missing their helmets. Except for this one, he's complete. I took him off the card. I got, what is his name, Magnacore. I only have one of the rock guys. I'm still looking for the other two. And I got all three of the giant guys. Tendril, Decompose back there. And, oh my god. What is his name? Is it Manticore? No. Metlar? Is that his name, Metlar? I think that might be it. And then back here, this guy is awesome. I think his name is Zorg, I believe. Z something. I think it's Zorg. Well, I love that piece. And then down here you got this guy and these two little dudes. And then here's a skateboard sign from my teenage years. Used to say no skateboarding, but I tore it off the mall wall and stickered it up. This is my original Toys R Us Jeffrey's Talking Doorbell record from when I was a baby. And then the Justice League Toy Man. I keep him on card just because I am the Toy Man and I had to have a figure that represented me. Alright, moving on over here. Up here we have some dinosaur and shark heads. These are those like squishy rubbery ones that you get at like the Dollar Tree or whatever it is. These are a couple of the fast food premium ones. I'm not sure what that one is. It's supposed to make noise, but I don't think it has for a long time. And in its mouth is a little puppet, finger puppet. This is a Frazetta print. And then below I have my Toxic Avenger, Ultraman, and Conan the Barbarian, like Mego style figures. Let's see. Start from the top here. Up here there's a bunch of definitely dinosaurs. I know I'm missing some of them, but not many. And some random pterodactyls. And these are some like knockoff Transformer dinosaurs. And some old like Imperials and other style dinosaurs. Got like 4 of those guys back there, but I think they're all variants. And there's some dinosaur hands for costumes. These are Leonard Dino Riders. I can't remember what exactly they were called, but they're basically Dino Riders, but Leonard style. I love these characters. I know there's a mammoth, like a woolly mammoth in the line, but I don't have that one. I missed that one. I think it was an exclusive for somewhere, and I couldn't find it. This was from, was it Johnny? Oh my God. Johnny, now, what in the frick? I only kept the pterodactyl. I thought that looked cool. I got rid of the figure because I had it on card, but I only really wanted the pterodactyl for my dinosaur display. And I got a couple of these vintage birds here. Down here is some Jurassic Park from different eras. Some minis, some little car. This one from Jurassic World. I love that little vehicle there. There's a remote control one. It's all various. Well, these aren't Jurassic Park. I just didn't have a place to put them, so I put them there. Some random, just a bunch of randomness. And over here, these little guys are magnets. I found them in a bag at a thrift store. So there was like missing parts, but I just combined whatever parts there was to make some weird creatures. And I love these like silly mouth Dinosaur ones back here. And then these jumbo guys here. I love those. I got a bunch of the little silly mouth ones back there too, and a pterodactyl. These, I believe that like the little cone, like incense burners. I think this is what that is. You stick it in his mouth and then he's got little holes on his back and he smokes. It's pretty awesome, but he's in the style of like an old Dinosaur type toy. Got some more silly mouth Dinosaur toys. Got this Toy Story dinosaur and that Toy Story dinosaur. And you're moving over this way, and you get some Congo figures and some King Kongs and some Gorilla Grodd. This is basically my gorilla section. Bunch of little doubles wherever I find stuff. Then you follow the barrel of monkeys down and you get a bunch of triceratops and other horned dinosaurs. And I just stacked them up in like a pyramid just to fit them all in. And then back there are my original like imperial dinosaurs. Not the original ones I had from childhood, because my original one of this guy, this one in the middle here, I chewed the top of his mouth off when I was a kid. But then my parents sold a bunch of stuff in a garage sale, so then I hunted them down, and when I saw them, I picked them back up. These things, I love these things. Dinosaurs. There's like different variants, as you can see, different colors, but I love the metallic. Just love this line. I've got several of them in box as well, but this is most of the collection loose. Love them. That guy back there, the gunmetal, he is a dragon. He's a sweet, sweet figure. They're all awesome. I just love the transforming, because they transform into like saber-toothed tigers, triceratops, T-Rexes, stegosaurus, pterodactyls, all kinds of cool stuff. And other just little weird dinosaurs and saber-tooths. And over here is my two-headed imperial dragons. Love those. That blue one in the front here is from my childhood. All the rest of them I acquired later. Or maybe it's this one from my, but I think it's that one's from my childhood, because I got one that's very close in color. I've got several of them, as you can see. I love that two-headed dragon. Here is some Primal Rage figures. I've got like the 4 smaller gorillas. I've also got the big TMNT gorilla release, but that's with my TMNT figures. Only have the one version of this guy and the one version of the T-Rex, but I got both versions of that one. I got this one, and I have the other version mint in box. And then the skeleton dragon dude. I love the Primal Rage. I thought those were awesome figures. Some more like imperial style dinosaurs. random little creatures down here. Little vintage cutie right there. And you move down, and here's like all my Dinosaurs, like various years. These back here are like hollow. I had these as a kid. I believe I only had a couple of these ones, and then I found more along throughout the years. I found that one more recently at a thrift store, but I got all kinds of cool Dinosaurs and diner monsters, and goes all the way back here. And then my wife bought me these two dinosaur trailers, so I stuck all my silly mouthed dinosaurs in there, which I have a lot of them. They're all stacked up in there. Like, this one's all the way up to the top, and then this one was the second one. And then you come this way and you got my sharks. And then there's this guy. The fake shark tooth. You got these sea creatures here. And then you got some other various sea creatures, and then you get the alligators. And then down here you get some dino riders. And some Bone Age. And then over here is like some skeleton dinosaurs. And then some other just various random dinosaurs. All fun and cool in my eyes. And then down here, some other lots and lots of dinosaurs from all kinds of different toy lines. And then on the floor here you get this Jurassic Park. I think that's a light up thing for a kid. This was some kind of weird creature. I just thought he looked cool. Some more Jurassic Worlds and like Imperials. I think that was like one of those Dollar Tree or Dollar General style light up roaring dinosaurs. Same with this mech one. Get some more dinosaurs. There's a couple dinosaur play sets. Triceratops, T-Rex. I love these things. And then there's another Bone Age weapon set in there. Another Bone Age character down here. Some more vintage Imperial style dinosaurs. Some more Jurassic Worlds. Bone Age T-Rexes. A couple of the big bad giant dinos. And then that guy back there. And there's a different version back there, but the other thing you just shoot like ping pong balls or whatever at and hit the tongues inside, and it's like a big game. But there's my dinosaur area. Yeah, this is going to be a long video because I'm already 23 minutes in. Alright, let's move on. Here we got my Robo Force figures and a couple of these little sci-fi Star Wars knockoff minis. This is just a bunch of random stuff on these shelves. 3D printed Groot. Bunch of stuff I just find at thrift stores. Some Johnny Bravo. It's like a Rambo, I believe, back there. He-Man. There's a Rick and Morty. And a Garfield. I used to have that Garfield as a kid. It was on my bicycle spokes. Ernie in a roller coaster car. The Pepsi is from Computer Warriors. Just some random little minis. Beavis and Butthead on the couch, surrounded by other little craziness. Over here you got this hand, the little finger puppet, and a witch's finger puppet, and then a bunch of like bracelets and weird things, Stranger Things, and Harry Potter Death Eater. And down here you got a few different Wolverines. I think that's a Fortnite figure back there. I just thought he looked cool. It's a Plankton and a robot Sonic the Hedgehog. Morbius. I can't remember what these two G.I. Joe style knockoffs are. Little Super Grover. I love Super Grover. Shocker, Iron Man. Little Mad Balls in the old car there. I think that's Imaginext, like the original style Imaginext. And there's a like a toy soldier. And down here you got George the Animal Steel, little Star Wars guy, little Dr. Seuss figure. This cool bear, not sure what he's from. Some larger size of those Star Wars knockoffs. This alligator. This is a shredder punching bag, basically, from one of the newer Nickelodeon TMNT cartoons. I used to have the play set. I sold it, and then I found this at a flea market again, so I had to pick that up. I just really like that piece, and it's the only piece I really wanted to keep. Another one of those lions. And then this top shelf here is my Devil Man. All kinds of cool Devil Man figures. Some of them hiding back here. I still have to finish building this guy. It's a bunch of little, like, was it Heroescape? This came with a, I think, Genghis Khan figure. There's a couple more of the Devilman masks that go with this figure here. Some more mini, like D&D and HeroClix, Heroescape type figures. Oh, what is that? That was from, was it Rex 10 or something? I can't remember. I just thought he looked cool. Some of these figures I'd just pick up if I thought they looked cool and I don't know the names. Two-headed wolf creature. This guy is like a favorite design from Ben 10. Got the big one and like a small one. And I got like the Stranger Things TV over here. And a couple of Demogorgon figures. There's a Demogorgon dog. And there's this guy here. I can't remember his name though. He's been with me a long time. And down on this shelf, you get my Mortal Kombat figures. You get my Mandarin spawns back there. Here's the original Mandarin spawn. I think that's the second release. That's the new deluxe I just got a few weeks ago. And then here's basically what's left of my Spawn collection. Got a couple here and there still, but I got rid of tons of them. A couple other. That's a video game figure I found on clearance. I just thought he looked cool. All these are Mortal Kombat. And down here is Resident Evil. Love Resident Evil. I think that's a Men in Black figure, but I just thought he looked cool in this setup. There's a bunch of liquors. I will army build the hell out of liquors. I think they're such a cool creature. I think he's Walking Dead. And then this is from a little game. And some other Resident Evil figures back there. And down here is my rocks, bugs, and things. Mostly rocks. I got a couple bugs, but I think they're still in box. And a bunch of little skateboard figures skating around them. And over here is my Street Sharks villains. I had this guy since I was from the 90s. I bought him brand new in box. And the other ones I just found here and there. Got the crab back there. I'm probably missing parts and stuff. It's another little figure from that game. And I'm not sure what this crazy fish thing is, but I thought he looked cool with the street sharks and rocks and bugs and things. Moving on, we got my pull string figures. Did I do that? Urkel, Beetlejuice, Shaggy, Pee-wee, and Where's Waldo, which he's got the medal for the Special Olympics. I found that at a thrift store and I had to pick it up. Got this thing patch. And here's a sticker I did for a skateboard company. And there's a sticker I did for the Budator toy package. Got a couple of random Halloween masks up here. And then these weird little like barrel of monkey creatures. I'm not sure what they are. I just found them at a thrift store, flea market, and picked them up. Over here I still have to organize all this stuff. I want to have it nice and organized for my art. A couple of Halloween things. My Star Wars curtains. This was the first horror movie I ever saw when I was 4 years old. Scared the crap out of me. And that is what started my love of horror movies. The Exorcist. And then one of my favorite artists, H.R. Giger, or Geiger, or however you pronounce it. And here's another Frazetta. And like a paper mache Halloween masks that I found at a thrift store. I think it's from one of the local college kids or something. My Hulk fists. Up here is, this sleeve is for the Barely Human Toys poster I did, but I haven't got one in the mail yet. And this is De Outro Mundo Numero 3. Number 3 of this supplement comic. This, I did the cover art. This is like a supplement comic in Argentina. So that was my first out of the country art piece. I thought that was awesome. I got these in the mail today. This is the package I was waiting for. These are some, I did art for a new release of Devil Warriors by Adam Nicholas. These are all the characters. I think he got the license for the Devil Warriors and had me do the art for them, which I love these pieces. He did some prototypes and sold the prototypes, and then he hasn't got the funds to actually do the full print run. So if you are interested, look up Adam Nicholas, or I'll put a link in my description down below. And if you're interested in helping out an independent toy line such as the vintage Devil Warriors making a comeback, go talk to him and see how you can help him out. Maybe buy some prints of these character cards, or I don't know how, maybe start a GoFundMe or a Kickstarter, talk him into doing one of those programs or something. But contact him and let him know you're interested in seeing these actually get a release. I know they were put into one of, like, an independent toy magazine, so I got some art in a magazine. I can't remember which one it is, but I think it might be this guy. I can't remember, but one of them. But yeah, I love the art I did for these, and I would really love to see these make it into an actual toy line. All right, moving on. This is my, well, actually, this is my drawing table. This is my computer station, which I have this weird mug here, some doodles, a little box of stickers that I haven't put up yet. My brother got me those from Italy when I was a child. He also got me that yo-yo. There's little mini samurai swords and a picture I took from childhood. I know I posted that on Instagram. Some art glasses, a couple of Looney Tunes and some Star Wars ones back there. I had a friend that sent me a whole set of Star Wars glasses, but these are the only two that survived the mail. You know, all the rest of them broke. Some weird head back there, and these things are cool. I don't know what they're from, but it's like you can, there's like a little button, yeah, right here, and this end extends out. Very cool little dragon pieces. Here's a bunch of pens I've collected, like another skull mug. Well, actually, that's not a mug, that's just like a dish. But I've got a Gremlins pen, crab claw. This is a syringe needle. Dinosaur, it's like a zombie eating a leg. A death, and like a translucent skull. And over here's three, it's a mummy, two skeletons, and a little scorpion pick, the Thing hand, or Addams Family hand. C3PO USB, a werewolf lighter, a beer ornament. This is like a magnifying glass type deal. I just thought that was weird. It's like an incense burner. I made this mug. Here's like a Uncle Sam boxing, a little pumpkin boxing, skeleton, skull boxing. There's another skull. That's a wooden punk pencil. This giant Frankenstein pen. And then my wife made me that. It's supposed to be Bert and Ernie, but it's Herb and Bernie. Alright. Up here I've got this Darth Vader head bowl. This little Frankenstein sun catcher. And that was a Halloween light up piece, but the hand that was holding the skull up dry rotted, so I just took the skull off. It's drink time, sorry. Some more Star Wars curtains. Some skateboards I did art for. Love that. Love the skateboard community. If I do it anymore, I'm just cruising. I'm not doing tricks and anything. I have bum knees and a bum back. And it sucks because I would love to still skate. Down here are my little book nook. I always loved Little Monsters by Mercer Mayer. That was one of my favorite childhood books. And then there's Maurice Sendak books and Pee-wee, Garbage Pail Kids, Fang Face, Snoopy, Tom and Jerry, E.T. I just recently found that new He-Man. And there's a War of the Worlds. Those are all just lobby cards. It was a whole set of War of the Worlds, but I sent a bunch to people that bought my art, and then I kept a few of my favorite ones, but it's all just a bunch of different lobby cards and stuff in there now from different movies. There's my Star Wars coin book, which isn't complete. Hot Wheels book. This is a sticker album I had from my childhood. If you want me to go through that and show you the sticker collection I have from my childhood, I'll do that. Here's a box of, this is all choose your own adventure style books. Beetlejuice, some Transformers, some G.I. Joe, I forgot what this is. What is this series? Lone Wolf. Love those. And over here's all the D&D ones I have and some other random ones. Very cool. And on this side I got my Dungeons and Dragons monster manuals. Bunch of kids ones. Transformers guide. Marvel encyclopedia and a He-Man book. And one of my original paintings. And over here is my custom toy desk, which you can see some first looks at some of my custom toys that I'm making. And there's some things, those are some old Super Trooper G.I. Joes. Really cool figures. I love this figure, but I have to restring them. All the rubber bands and stuff dry rotted. Some various parts and pieces. Here's all my little parts bins with heads and arms and legs and bodies and all kinds of weird stuff. Just a bunch of randomness everywhere. A couple of my original paintings. There's this styrofoam skeleton thing that I'm gonna build like a playset. I'm gonna use that as the base. But he's got my Star Wars bandolier strap and a little gun on top. There's a Halloween creature I got recently. And all these are my custom toys that I have made. I just love creating stuff, drawing and making my own toys. I don't know how many times I've got compared to the little neighbor from Toy Story. But I love it. And over here's some barely human toys and a couple other just random things. There's like an old troll head that I turned into a zombie head and put into a jar. These are my original cars I made with my brother's help from Boy Scouts way back in the day. Some other just random things for customs or started customs. And there's my Darth Paul and my Dr. Twistid. I got that Snake Mountain microphone. There's some mini figures, some other custom stuff. My original Star Wars record from when I was a kid. Some Zog sex wax still in the package. Bunch of little minis, like grunts and think those are from Shoelace Deals. Little figure down there. Playmobil. I just thought this guy looked cool. Got him at a recent convention. And here's another little random mini shelf. All kinds of just odds and ends of things I find. Another original piece of art I've done. Alright, wait, go down here. This is my cabinet from independent toy makers. It's like that, I think his name is That Damn Joe. There's all kinds of stuff over here. Just all kinds of cool little random toys. I need to get a better cabinet to showcase all the stuff in here. I don't know if you can. But I want to get a bunch of DTOF cabinets. And then down here is all my pocket screamers. But you can't see all of them. They're all just like stacked in there. So I'm probably going to do like a video update where I set them all out on the ground and show everything. Little Gravedigger figure. And here's a bunch of stuff to sell and trade, and this is going to be for a future art piece. And I got this skateboard down here at a thrift store, and I want to paint it my own style. Coming back over here, I've got some comic books that I'm part of. There's Tech Noir, which I did like the first story, part of the story arc, and I put it all together, got it print ready. This hundo is, there's my name right there, Jeff Bartrand. That's all like previews of stories I'm working on, like Gabo and a couple other ones that I'm working on. This are the 4 issues of Warriors of the Universe that I worked on. I did a story in this Autumndale collective. I did an ad in this one, Tomb of Horror. Sometimes I got stuff behind them. These are a bunch of short stories I illustrated, like a short story in each. And then here are a couple of my original, just silly comics that I have weird dreams, and some of them I just turned into short story comics. And then this one was my buddy Matt Reynolds. We used to do a horror convention in Orlando together. He's still there, but I'm not. And there's my yearbook, which has my first published pieces in it. Some toys. Doom Riders were awesome. I love these figures by Luke Toy Walker. Is it Underworld Customs? Underworld Muscle. I know there was Underworld Muscle and Underworld Customs. I got some figures from him too. But this is the only official release, and I'm the only one that got this yellow skateboard. It was the original skateboard design, and then after he used this design, and this is the last one I needed, which is Crowman, the 4 horsemen, or 4 skaters of the apocalypse. I got this one back here, and this one, which I just got the figures and then he put them on that card. And I recently did the Budator for Extra Truck Estriel ETC Toys. This one I put together because he sent me the cards just flat. So this one I put together and stapled it like it's supposed to be, and this one I kept the card flat and just put the character in the bag. He only sent me one little baggie for the balls. He had both balls in the one baggie, but so I need to find another little baggie to put in this one. So I'm thinking about just putting it all together in this one too. And then here's the Rotten Legends of Mr. T by Quick Custom. I think he's over in Brazil or Germany or somewhere over there. Can't remember. And here's some Warriors of the Universe figures I did card back for. There's Aurorus. I've got all 4 different versions of him. The original, the Toy Matrix release. This was only 2 contributors of Warriors of the Universe. And this is the Victory release. And then I only have 2 of the Cobrax. I've got the one for contributor and the Victory. This is Skullum. This was the release that came with issue 1. This is the figure I designed with the alligator hand, even though his hand doesn't really look like an alligator. Anyway, did the card for the Red Mort and Shroomus. I thought those were cool. I'm no longer with Warriors of the Universe, but I am super proud of the work I did while I was with them. Here's a t-shirt I designed for Confectious Grooves. He's a candy maker. It's called the Lollipop Guru. He's an awesome dude. I think he's in a punk band as well. Up here are like my first major, art pieces published. Issue 0, I had a pin-up, and then all the rest of them I had illustrated, I think 2 illustrations for a story in each of the books. I'm missing issue 4, so I need to find that one to complete my run. Otherwise I have 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and the triple X. And then I got a bunch of these crazy zombie severed heads, shrunken heads. I used to pick these up every year for Halloween. They'd have a set, and then they just stopped making them. Up here I did artwork for some CDs. There's Project Nemesis. It was a buddy of mine. This was To Walk the Night. It was a punk band from California somewhere. And then Diabolic was a death metal band from Tampa, Florida, which I didn't do that cover art. I did a photo shoot where they used a couple photos, and then I did like the behind, like the insert in here. So that was awesome. There's a couple books from Lindsay Goddard, short horror story writer. I illustrated a couple stories in there for her. And then this is another one of the Black Ink horror books from the Black Ink up there. But this is same company, just a different book. I did a bunch of illustrations in that one. Then They Bite and Zombie CSU were from Jonathan Mayberry. Did a couple illustrations in there. Night of the Living Dead Reanimated. I did some animating in that, which was like we animated over the original Night of the Living Dead movie. And yeah, it was a fun little project. Dark Arts. I got some art in this art book. And then there's my original art book, my first art book. Some Warriors of the Universe stickers. There's my Morgue Meat book, my Twisted Childhood Memories book, and a calendar, 2024 calendar that I was recently part of. Zombie. I have like a little blurb about me in there. This I did a illustration, and then there's another like my second art book. There. I'm super proud of this. Is my trophy wall in my art studio area. Down here is like my Legos and Mega Blocks. Got like some from the He-Man sets. Star Wars. A bunch of little Star Wars figures still in baggies I gotta take out. This was a Batman car from Toys R Us. Every year they would do like a Toys R Us freebie, and me and my daughter would go for our birthdays. And we got this one year, this BB-8, and then we got the Batman car another year, and then they closed after that. I was so mad. Here's some little like Mega Block orcs and stuff. Some other random Legos and some weirdness that I was building. And down here is my 12-inch Star Wars figures. And over here as well, Darth Maul, Grievous. And then over here I have my Bounty Hunters and my R2. We are pretty much at an hour, so I'm just gonna go over here and I'll probably stop it and do another one. So up here I have some of my magnet figures and pieces. Skateboards all the way down. Got a couple, it's a fantasy figure case and my Mode 2 case. Alright, we got this guy. I'm just going to open up these cabinets so the light doesn't reflect on them. Up here I have my Star Wars collection. I love Star Wars. This is a knockoff. I know it's not a complete collection, but pretty healthy collection. And down here is JC and the Wheeled Warriors. I believe I have all the villains vehicles, and then I have the one big good guys play set, but it's not complete. But I also have like a huge bag of extra weapons and things back there. And over here is some Gonzo and some weird, there's like a two-headed llama and a Cerberus dog. 3 different Gonzos. And then my crash test dummies. The robot characters. And then down here is a bunch of vinyl. Got Wario, the Twinkie Kid, this ghost guy, some diner monsters. It's Attack on Titan. This guy, here's some shampoo bottles. I got the monsters back there. I got King Kong's, the Skeleton Warriors shampoo bottle. There's some of the giant diner monsters from Last Resort Toys. In the very back there you can see a Mecha Creech from my buddy Swarm, Michael McQuarrie. Here's a couple of those little plushy dinosaurs. Over here, this is a custom from a guy in Mexico. Was it Monster de Changio or something? Hector Patino, I think, is his real name. And then on this side, got these little guys. Get some better look at these. Alright, shut this. Don't know if I got up here to get some Avatar. This is a Mexican bootleg of a, is that a Yu-Gi-Oh dragon? And you get these crazy monster women. I love those things. There's an Ultron. There's a bone. There's a giant bone rat, and the little one is a rubber chicken. You need a rubber chicken in your collection. There's a 60s Batman and a Sesame Street. Like, yep. I can't remember what her name is. She's like a spider. She's pretty cool. Alright, moving on down. Move these over. Alright. Up top here, some random aliens. Some X-Files creatures. I just love finding weird aliens. Some Mars Attacks. There's some just all kinds of randomness. It's my adventure people. A couple of little Star Wars creatures. Some weird random pieces down here. Some awesome little creatures. Love that shelf. Down here is like my knockoff Boglins, my Killer Tomatoes figures. I'm missing his mask though. These are some Teddy Ruxpin characters, the variants of each. Some vintage Boglins. That's a cool, like, werewolf hand puppet. It's like a Goosebumps Boglin. Some other like 90s Boglins, I think. And down here is my Imaginext. I'm not big into Imaginext anymore, but I still like these pieces. I think they're fun. Some of them are from the original style, and then some of them are from the newer style. But I like the monsters and the weird skeletons and some comic book character ones. Some weird aliens and stuff back there. So fun pieces. Regardless. There's that cabinet. I got this little Halloween toy here. And this one here. And then I'll move the Segway over here. And then I'll stop and I'll start another video. But here is my original Star Wars figures. I know I have a bunch of the weapons, but they're in a bin, so I gotta dig out the bags of weapons that I have to see what weapons I actually need to complete these guys. I mean, some of them are missing a bunch of stuff, but I know I have the weapons. Not all of them. I used to have all of them, but I sold my original Star Wars to pay rent. Because when I was on my own, if I was struggling, I didn't have any family to help out, so I had to pay rent somehow, and my collection suffered from it. But these, I sold my entire Star Wars collection except for a couple figures. And then I've just hunted and got them all back since then. There's some like doubles and stuff for trading down there. But yeah, I think this is a good place to stop. The video is over an hour long already, and I still have a long way to go. So I will do a part 2, and we will go from there. Thanks everybody for watching. Stay tuned, because I'll probably do one every day this week until I'm done. Peace.